Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we're asked to prove the statement using the precise definition of a limit. We have the limit as x approaches 4 of x squared minus 2x minus 8 over x minus 4 is equal to 6. So before we go ahead with the definition of the limit, first we're going to simplify this. The limit as x approaches 4 of x squared minus 2x minus 8 over x minus 4. If we factor out the numerator, right? So we're factoring out a trinomial, so we have x times x, two numbers that multiply to negative 8, add to negative 2, negative 4, positive 2. We have the limit as x approaches 4 of x minus 4 times x plus 2 over x minus 4. And so we can eliminate this x minus 4. And you might be saying, wait, you can't do that without specifying that x minus 4 is not equal to 0. We have to remember this domain restriction. X is not equal to 4. Yes, that's true, but since we're looking at the limit as x approaches 4 and not at what's actually happening at 4, we can ignore the fact that this is true. And this is simply that the limit as x approaches 4 of x plus 2 is equal to 6. And now we can proceed with the definition of a limit with this simplified definition. And the definition of the limit states that the limit as x approaches a of f of x is equal to L if for every positive number that you can find, which we call epsilon, there is an associated delta greater than 0, such that if 0 is less than the absolute value of x minus a is less than delta, then the absolute value of f of x minus L is less than epsilon. So what does that actually mean? Well, if we have the absolute value of 0 is less than the absolute value of x minus a here is the value which x is approaching, which we have is 4. So x minus 4 is less than delta. Then the absolute value of f of x, which we're saying is x plus 2 in its simplified version, minus L, which is the value that the limit is approaching, minus 6, is less than epsilon. And so this is saying that the absolute value of x minus 4 is less than epsilon, and the absolute value of x minus 4 is greater than 0 and less than delta. So to get these two things to match so we can create a relationship between delta and epsilon, first we have to deal with what is going on here. Well, if the absolute value of x minus 4 is greater than 0, this is basically saying that it's greater than 0, and it's greater than all the negative numbers. It's already greater than all the regular negative numbers because it's an absolute value, it's inherently not negative. So this is basically just saying that x minus 4 is not equal to 0, and therefore x is not equal to 4, but we already just found that that doesn't matter. So you can basically just ignore this whole thing and say simply that the absolute value of x minus 4 is less than delta. And in doing so, we can say that since the absolute value of x minus 4 is less than delta and it's less than epsilon, we can say that delta equals epsilon. And in order to prove that this is the case, we have to take this equation and plug in epsilon. And it might seem very obvious that obviously this is just a very simple plug in. This is the case, but we're going to do it. And if x minus 4 is less than epsilon, then x plus 2 minus 6 is less than epsilon. And if we take that, x plus 2, and multiply it by x minus 4 over x minus 4, then this is x squared minus 2x minus 8 over x minus 4 minus 6 is less than epsilon, and therefore f of x minus L, absolute value of that is less than epsilon. And so that might seem like a really obvious substitution and we're just undoing what we just did. And yes, that's true because this is a very simple example. But this proves that we have the relationship that delta is equal to epsilon.